Hi, friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to Dough and Discipline. I'm going to be your host for today, and we're going to do an exciting Ohana Egg Hunt Mini Box Challenge. Now, I am by far no expert to the box challenge, but we're going to take $20 today, and we're going to see what we can accomplish. I'm just going to simply put $20 on our calculator, and we will subtract the values from our card. This box challenge is from Bonfire Budgets and Glow. And so it's really cool. I've got some cute subtitles to help you follow what I'm actually doing, but I'm going to give you a couple tips today on Frugal Friday. And so when people hear the word frugal, they automatically think, oh no, restriction. And so it's really not about that. Being frugal is about spending smarter today so that we can have more resources tomorrow. And so some of the ways that I am frugal is I may buy a off-brand or generic product that really doesn't make a difference in some of the food that I cook. It's just something simple. Being frugal is about a lot of times using some small, simple steps that over time can yield big results. So one of the big areas that many of us budget nerds struggle with sometimes can be online purchases when it comes to Etsy and budget related fun games. And so one of the tips I will give you to be a little frugal about that is put stuff in your cart, but don't check out right away. Sometimes I will put items in my cart. I will let them sit for a couple days. I will realize that I don't need these items or I already have an excess. Sometimes I figure out that I've already previously purchased the item. So it's just about taking that time to really think through the purchases. That's a great way to kind of reduce excessive purchasing. Or you could actually set a spending limit for yourself. I've used prepaid Visa cards and I said, okay, my hobby limit for the month is $50. And once I've spent this $50 on this card, I'm not going to do any more purchases. So that's just another way that you can utilize as well. Now, even though we're on Frugal Friday, I'm not telling you guys to be cheap, because being cheap sometimes can cost you more in the long run. I'm just telling you to be smart. As budgeters, we must be smart and well-informed about our purchases, about our budget, about real numbers, so that we can be successful in our journey. Now, this is only my second time in this very cute box challenge, and I have only brought $20. I'm a firm believer that we can use small, consistent amounts of money to yield big wins. I'm really curious to see how much money I will have at the completion of this box challenge. The first time I played, I only brought $16. And that's okay, because those small amounts will eventually build. Now, you guys know that I'm new to this. I've only had my channel about 3 weeks or so, and I'm up to around 89 subscribers, trying to get to 100 so that I can do my first physical giveaway. This is really exciting to me, not because I want to be like an internet superstar or anything, but just because I love budgeting and sharing budgeting with others, because I feel like it's a helpful life skill. So I got ahead of myself earlier, and I didn't even introduce myself, just in case you're new. So I am a mom of 2 wonderful boys who are 6 and 12 years old. I've been married for over 17 years. I am a real life budget nerd who loves all things budgeting. I've been a budgeter my entire adult life. However, in the recent 2 years, I just realized that this thing can really be fun. And that fun has motivated me to save large amounts of money so that my family and I can live our version of a rich life. I use crazy aesthetics, glowing dice, neon color paper clips, and purple calculators as a way to entertain myself. I'm a tad bit eccentric, but I'm very comfortable with who I am. And so I encourage you to find what motivates you in your budgeting journey. Thank you so much for taking the time to check out my content. I hope that something I've said is something that can be useful to you on your journey. And just keep trying. Never give up while you're on your budgeting journey. Don't be afraid to change things up or try new things. This is going to wrap it up for me. I just want to encourage you to make sure that you are being disciplined about your dough. Until next time, friends, be blessed